Hey, it's time for the fastest 4.5 minutes in the Lowco. It's time for Lowco Lights.
Starting off with a Region 7 4A Lowco on Lowco clash, and Tanner Macy cooking early for the Sharks. A little shake and bake, and he's going to get in on the action with Gage Duncan. Duncan scooting through the lane for a big gain. Those two hooked up for a pair of touchdown passes, and then Macy taking it himself again, and this time he's going all the way to the end zone. That one made it 14-7, and then it was 14-10 at halftime before Macy tacked on two more second half touchdowns for a 35-16 win. Lucy Beckham beats Hilton Head, James Island beats Bluffton, so those three are tied at 1-2. Hampton County with the Class 2A showdown against Woodland at home, and little trickery on the first series. On fourth down, they run the fake confusion to Kayvon Chisholm, and then a couple plays later, Zion Dobson is in the end zone, and that was his favorite place to be on senior night. He visited 5 times. Chris Terry also showing off the arm and catching Jordan Bovain in stride. Bovain, the freshman, is a phenom for Hampton County. And then Terry, speed option, a new wrinkle. Zion Dobson back to his favorite place, the end zone. He's got a whole fan club down there. And the defense was not to be outdone. They get a pizza party for a shutout, and they preserved it. Jalen Singletary with the pick. He would later add a rushing touchdown, but Zion Dobson was the man of the night. 5 rushing touchdowns for Zion. The Hurricanes destroy Woodland 64-0. The other big game in that region, a tough 38-24 loss for Ridgeland, but check out Jaquise Johnson. Maurice Brown back out there for the Jags, and he finds Queese up the crease. Jags take an 8-7 lead. Barnwell reclaims the lead, but then it's Jaquise on the kick return, and oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Jaquise is visiting the end zone again. Jags keeping pace with the Warhorses. And it's 18-16 Barnwell, and they're looking deep at, oh my goodness, is that number 2? It's number 2, it's Jaquise Johnson. He's going the other way. Great effort in a tough loss. Heading to Seabrook for homecoming as the undefeated Whale Branch Warriors taking on Allendale Fairfax, and that's Jermon Bowers going deep for KJ Chisholm. They will split time at quarterback these days, but in short yardage on the goal line, it's KJ time. He's a hurdler for a state championship caliber track program, and he finds the end zone the first time. Allendale looking deep, and KJ's over there too, breaking it up, nearly intercepted by the Warriors' Alonzo Allen, making the effort. And then KJ calling his own number on the direct snap, and nobody can catch him in the open field. He gone, visiting the apartment once again. And then one more time for good measure, KJ gets the block from Daryl Cummings, breaks a tackle, finds a lane, and into the end zone. Warriors roll 42-8. Hilton Head Christian Academy in a little bit of trouble early against PD Academy, but the defense comes up with the takeaway, and then the offense got rolling. Dylan Clark looking deep, and he's going to find his new favorite receiver, AJ Haupt, who has a way of getting into the end zone. He does it again. Then Clark looking for Gage Zadalokin, and he finds some space in the back of the end zone and hauls in the sliding grab inbounds. And Tyshawn Mansell got a little run at QB, and he's chucking one deep for AJ Haupt. Haupt doesn't care who's throwing them to him. And the Eagles roll 38-0 over PD. Big one at Thomas Hayward as the Shufords coming back to their old stomping grounds with BA, and Tony O'Banner opening the scoring, and then adding more to the scoring. O'Banner 2 by land, 2 by air, but the Rebels were down 1 at halftime nonetheless. And it's O'Banner going to the air. He finds Nick Robinson for the touchdown. Then he drops a dime over the top for Ethan Palazzo, who avoids the hammer and gets to the end zone. And then it is Donovan Robinson finding the end zone on the ground to put the Rebels on top, and the defense took care of the rest. Tip drill picked by Kellen Fripp. Rebels would get one more score to make it a 2-score game, and then the defense shuts it down. Dietrich Schuford scrambling, picked off by Cutter Williams, and the Rebels win it.
For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.